Hello. I'm a little bit quiet because Misika is still raiding. I might have to change my raid times to maybe 8:30 next time, or like moving forward, because I don't want to distract them during their raid, or I don't know. But that will be for probably next week instead and onwards. Okay, hold on. Sako is in my fucking chair. Hold on. Sako, can you please find somewhere else to sleep, please? There's so many places to sleep. Come on. Come on, sweetie. Okay. There we go. He's in my chair. I can't sit down. Anyway. I'm gonna doodle koana today. I'm so happy. Oh my god. It's an awful, awful video. Koana, koana, woohoo! Let's see here. I wanna... Yeah. Let's fucking go. Actually, I probably don't need this. I feel like it's like probably really unrealistic for Koana to like leave Tuliolo. This is a level 100 AF gear for a machinist, I believe. So you get it in Tuliolo. It's so cute. That's like a cowboy set. Sago, don't bother them. Yeah. You've never seen it? It's because no one plays machinist anymore. I'm joking, I'm joking. I don't know anything about meta. Hold on, I'm gonna shut Sago out of the room again. He's trying to eat Misika's food. Sago, get out. Oh wait, no. Oh, did you hear him meow? Yeah. Fucking awful. What pose should he have? How's everyone in chat tonight, though? As I'm trying to figure this pose out. Woohoo! Star rail? Woohoo! I heard that fight's really funny. I heard that there's like sheep. It's a meme right now. Even I know about it. I don't see them on my feed, but everyone in the Discord servers are always sharing memes. Wait, you know, I just realized something. I never posted the rest of the doodles I did last week. I'm trying to see, hold on. I'm pretty sure I didn't post them. Oh my god. Let me see. I did post the Graha one. Oh my god. I completely forgot. Sorry. Oop. And I oop. I'll post them tomorrow. It's okay. That means live stream viewers get, like, you know, exclusive access. Wow, just like Patreon. Indeed. I like doing streams more than I like doing Patreon. I feel like the vibe I want from this pose is like, because it was gonna be a Yuyang and Koana drawing. I don't know if I wanted to feel like more abstract, like that's why he's kind of floating. He's not really on anything. Maybe it's like a... I'm trying to think. Sort of like Howl's Moving Castle holding Sophia. Is her name Sophie? Sophia? Like by the hand. They're like, he's like, yeah, he's like holding her like this, and they're floating, and they're like, woo! I don't know. That's what it looks like. Kona's like free falling a little, or free fall floating. Woohoo! Yeah, I don't know, I should have a, maybe a really gay ass pose. Probably going to regret not finding a reference for this, as is my want. Also, you get to see the really weird way I make these kinds of poses, which is I draw one pose for one character, and then you see me, I'm building Yuyang's pose from where his arm is contacting Koana, so that I feel like the poses work better together that way, maybe? I don't know. And then I just refine the body as I go, which is like a really, I don't know. I don't really see a lot of people draw like this, so I wonder if this is weird or not. Oh, you know what was really funny? I went to an art party yesterday, and I think like people recognized me there, and they were like, "I've seen this guy's wee wee on Blue Sky," and I'm just like, oh. suppose it is out there, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, I should have reminded you. I thought you didn't want to go, so I was like, I'm not gonna push it. Oh, I mean, I feel like art parties, I mean, they're called art parties, but you can really do whatever you want. Like, a lot of people just kind of G-pose. They don't necessarily have to draw. It's just that I draw because I'm too awkward to talk to people the whole time. So I draw. It's just like, I guess you could say it's more like a gathering event. Like it's an event gathering where like, people get up in game and like in a specific location. These days it's like in an overworld somewhere, but sometimes they do it like at someone's house or apartment, and it's usually themed. Sometimes people do like, it's my character's funeral. It's like, what? Or sometimes it's like, it's a tea party, or, like it really can be whatever you want it to be. And then, yeah, I've seen the funeral one has been going around. That's new. And then, people dress up for the occasion, usually just like for glam, right? So that people can draw you in cute clothes, but it's also not like you have to be an artist to join. Like, there's a lot of people who go there and they don't draw at all, and that's fine. Some people just go there and then AFK. Which is what one of my friends did yesterday. I think they were studying. So they're just like, yeah, I'm AFKing here. And that's legitimately what they did, so like, I don't think it'd feel bad if you don't draw. Oh no, don't feel bad. It's like, it's literally just for fun. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't feel bad though, because like I said, I think there's plenty of people who go there and they don't necessarily draw. I would say like most art parties that I go to, I want to say like only like 30% or less people actually draw things or post things. Like, who knows if they actually drew it, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if anyone posted them. So I don't think you should feel weird. Yeah, most people I don't think draw at all. Or they stand around and take screenshots. I think they also count them as like screenshot parties. So sometimes people take like artistic screenshots, I think, which,
It's just mostly like mods or filters, I think. And then, no, I think that's about it, yeah. I would say the last few art parties I've been to, and they've been pretty big, by the way, like there's a lot of people there. I'm pretty sure less than 20% people actually posted and drew stuff. And again, nothing wrong with that, I'm just saying, like, the majority of people do not draw at these art parties, they just kind of are vibing with friends. Which is, I think, is also the point. It's just, it's, if you want to draw people, you do, and if you don't, chill, come chill. Yeah. Usually I go to the ones that my friends host because I like doing that. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, you know, RP stuff, art parties. I mean, it's all part of the game. It's more community based. But it's pretty active. There's like it's an account on Blue Sky called Art Partying Way, and you can like follow them, or at least like keep a bookmark on them, and see if, like, you know, because they pretty much, they advertise most art parties that I've seen, or many art parties. I don't know if all, but they do have a lot. So if you're interested in joining one, recommend keeping a tab on them. I'm struggling. But yeah, at art parties, not all of them, but sometimes I go to one and people might recognize me, so I draw a lot of Koana stuff, or used to draw more, so people sometimes recognize me and I'm just like, hi, hello. I'm quite, I don't know, I feel like in art party context I'm always really sorry, I'm like, my sentences are like broken up because I'm like trying to think also at the same time. But it's really awkward at art parties. I don't really know how to talk to people. Or I'm just like, it's cool that you've seen Yuyang's wee wee. I don't know what else to say. Like, some people are more personable, like, outside of their artwork. Like, well, I think Joy, which is my friend's art party yesterday, I think they're really nice. So, you know, they're good at talking to people. Yeah, I think people, like, do it to be, like, a meme, which I think it's fine. I'm just kind of like, I don't know what else to say past this point. Like, happy for you. I'm glad you looked at his wee wee. I mean, I appreciate that people look at my stuff. I just think I'm just like, I don't need. Is how I feel about it. I need to find a reference for my own character, believe it or not. Okay, let's see. Yuyang, where are you? Here we go. Minus the hat. He doesn't wear the hat. Delete. I changed his boots too. I have a simplified reference of him somewhere. Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. Where is it? I know I have it. Oh, here it is. Kind of an old reference that I made for him for commissioning other people, actually. Sorry, I didn't see the chat just now. I don't know if I get a lot of people who recognize me, but definitely more than in the past, because I think I draw so much Koana, and I think that like propelled me a little bit into the fandom sphere, maybe? But I've been drawing for Final Fantasy for a really long time. It's just, I think this is the first time I drew like an NPC so much, and people love that shit, so I think people just kind of like were like, oh wow, that's the person who draws Kona's taint. You know, can I say that? That's true. Okay. Taint a problem, I see. I think multiple people in my chaotic recognized me. Which I'm just like, don't look at me. Don't look at me if I fuck up mechanics. I can draw, I can't play the game. Clearly all my skill points are put into drawing yaoi, so please don't look at me. I was gonna say something. Right, I remember now. Oh, I think Wiki's raid is over. I can speak louder now. Woohoo! I was gonna say back when I was first doing a lot of dawntrail comics with Koana, I think a lot of people recognized me in game. I think not as many people now. Because I haven't really been kind of keeping up with it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't wish to be recognized. I'm just saying, like, I've noticed you kind of have to keep producing content to have people recognize you in game, I think. Which, I just produce whatever I want. I'm mostly a OC enjoyer, as you know. So, yeah, especially because it was like, I released them kind of not long after Dawntrail came out. Like, I think it's like a month in, or 2 months in, so people were like really active and really like, you know, I think even now there's actually not a lot of Koana content, at least I don't see that much of it, which is like kind of fair. He's technically like a minor character. But I think like if you make like NPC woolship content for a character that doesn't get a lot of content and is more of a minor character, then I think people will like recognize you and be like, oh my god, that person drew Koana. Whereas like I think comparatively it might be harder to get noticed as like, let's say, the Graha artist, because there's there's like a bajillion of them and they're all like, they're all awesome. So, but I think like Koana, it's not that there aren't good artists, it's just that I don't actually see that much of it. Yeah, Graha is, I mean, understandably very popular. But I'm just saying, like, you don't really see as much for Koana. And I made like a fuck ton of comics for some reason, so so people really know what his dynamic is with Yuyang. And plus, not only were they just comics, they were also like closely related to the story, or specifically like the Rite of Succession story. What have you seen like 3 people make Graha content? Are you? Oh, you mean Koana? I was like, that can't be. You mean 3 million people? 3 million. Yeah, I was like, bro. Hello. And yeah, I know. I also crave more Koana. But I'm pretty sure they're not gonna really involve him in MSQ anymore, which, it's fine. It's kind of the fate of most NPCs, maybe, in especially like political, like leader NPCs, because what do you want them to do? They can't follow you around. You think so? I don't know. Maybe a little bit. But I feel like it's going to be mostly focused on WolKoana, because she is like the face of the X-Pack, so understandably they want to make sure she actually gets, the MC's screen time. And he's more like supporting her. Maybe we'll like hear him do things off screen, or maybe we'll get him involved. My dream, by the way, my dream is like for there to be some kind of like Koana becoming like a delivery, like a weekly delivery type NPC, like like the fucking like for crafting. Cause you could be like, he's like, oh, we need materials to build like this railway system for this, like he has like a lot of, he seems like he has a lot of like, he could have like a lot of like community, or not community, like urban infrastructure or infrastructure projects that, you know, you could potentially be like, hey, we need someone to gather these items because we're so overwhelmed with all the stuff we have to do, you know? And then the wool helps, and then you can deliver it to Koana. That's my dream. That would be my ideal for if they implemented something like that, because then you get to dress him up. You get to dress him up when you max him out. You can dress him up in anything you like. I've never really maxed out those crafting or gathering crafting NPCs. Actually, I think I might have done a couple, but not on Yuyang. So it'd be really funny if Koana was a delivery NPC and Koana was the only one I have maxed out. Man, I'm gonna really regret not drawing this hand properly, because it's gonna get like hand holding poses are really hard, first of all, and like, you know, half the hand gets covered up, so you have to understand what's going on, and I don't understand what's going on, FYI. Benita, get off, I need to... Okay, there we go. What would I dress him in? I can't say, in order to keep this stream safe. Let's just say, it's gonna get pretty steamy up in the Dawn Throne. Not the Dawn Throne, fuck yeah, I forgot, not the Dawn Throne. I forgot, I don't know, I'm thinking about Koana. I have very inappropriate thoughts about Koana, so, you know. But contextually, it'd be really funny, because why are you allowed to dress up other people? Like, you're allowed to give them clothes, and they'll be like, okay, I guess I'm gonna wear it. Like a millions? Like, it really feels a little bit odd. I mean, I know that they just want you to be able to glam NPCs. Like, I know there's, like, as a player feature that's really cute, but it's really funny if you think about, like, lore-wise, like, why are they wearing the clothes you gave them? You're so right. Because, like, Emilian's wearing the clothes you gave her is really, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm contributing to, like, NTR. Some kind of weird thing going on here with Emilian's and the wool. The wool about to give the Alphino and Alize a new sibling, like... That's really what it feels like. Yeah, she's marrying, and like you know, like the mansion, she's like their mansion that they're in is really like you know if you pretend it could look like a cathedral with all like the butlers around, like you know, like those are like your little grooms, bridesmaids, you know, like why the hell not, you know? Her husband is so busy all the time. She just needs. I don't fucking know. And then, like, imagine if you could dress up Kona. That doesn't make any sense. Especially, like, in my context where it's like Yuyang and him are, like, dating. And it's like, why are why am I dressing in the clothes that my boyfriend gave me? Like a weird costume. Like, maybe contextually it's more like Yuyang's like, if I do this for you, and if I can do this in, like, X amount of time, like, maybe they make a bet, and Kona fucking like loses, so he has to wear like a funny little outfit. Oh, Young looks way too fucking tall. Oh my god. Oh man, I want to change his pose more. I need to stop adjusting his pose. I'm like adjusting his arm in such a way where it's like no one's gonna see this arm, so why am I adjusting it? Sorry, I'm gonna cover up his chest. Is that upsetting? Yeah. I'm sorry. Man, I like all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know if I like this pose for Young anymore. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Man, okay. This or let's see, let's try it again. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll do some more Kona comics. I actually do have a couple of comics that I still have planned, technically or partially planned. But, well, I said but, the big but is, I have like 1 bajillion comics that I want to do, and also other things that I'm working on that, if I have time. But I anticipate I won't have the time or energy to do it. Because I'm still working on the Yuyang and Vanita comic that I'm really invested in, actually. And chapter 2 is going to be really fun. I'm actually already working on it. That's what I was working on before I started streaming today. And I'm very excited. Yeah. I mean, the first chapter is already out. Oh, thank you. Woohoo! I'm glad you read it. How does he hold his hand? Thank you. I'm kind of sad that it was like so short, but don't worry, I make up for it because the next chapter is like fucking 30 plus pages, so I don't know why it turned out that way. Yeah, I think it's a fun genre for me at the moment. I like mystery. I mean, like, I think I didn't realize that I would take on to like that kind of intrigue thriller kind of vibe well, but I actually really like it because, I mean, my favorite games back in the day were like text heavy ones like Phoenix Wright and stuff, and so kind of makes sense actually. And even like the game that I'm developing at the moment, it's also kind of like it is also a kind of like, it's not, how do I describe my current game right now? It's like a, sorry, I'm like thinking also. It's like, it is horror technically, but it's also like horror with like a big mystery, like a kind of like a Knives Out type situation, you know, Clue, whatever. I like stuff like that. Although it's not like fully like who done it. It's more like a why are we here and what's going on. But it's, the feeling is kind of like, you know, the vibes that you see in Knives Out and stuff. But it's like a little bit slow to pick up at first, and you don't really know what's going on. And that's like my favorite kind of story is when you don't know what's going on, and then it like kind of unravels, and you're like, oh my god, how did that happen? You know? Okay, maybe this is a better pose. I don't like that they're further apart in this one. I mean, maybe I should just like see it through, but I'm a little bit like, maybe they should be closer. I don't know. His arm is so... His arm is giving me trouble. And the other... Oh, a hip one is a cute idea. I guess I always just imagined it being like a hand-holding one, but... Wait, hold on. I'm gonna doodle the remainder of what I have for this idea. And then I will see if maybe a hip hand thing is better. Yeah, it is impossible to tell where I'm going because I don't even know where I'm going. Like, whenever I make poses like this, usually I'm like trying to imagine stuff, but I don't actually have any idea in my head, and I don't have a reference either because I don't really know what to search. I just want a feeling, you know? So I'm just like literally positioning them like dolls on canvas, which is why I'm really bad at drawing traditionally because you would have to use so much paper to do that. Like, imagine if I made as many mistakes that I had, but on paper. I'll probably, I don't know, wasting a lot of trees to draw yaoi, you know? The world must burn for my yaoi. Thank you. I'm glad it's fun to watch at least. It's... I mean, like... I don't really... This might be a hot take. And maybe this is just what streamers do, is that they say hot takes on their streams. But, I feel like there's people out there who say they can't visualize anything in their heads, and therefore they can't be artists, or that they have to, like, copy photos for it to work. And I'm just like, I cannot do the apple in my head. I cannot. It is impossible. But this is what I do instead. I'm literally posing something on paper because I don't know what I'm thinking, and I don't really have a good photo reference for, like, what I want. And that is what it is. It's like, you know, I think, like, people always assume that there's, like, something in an artist's head, I think, when they draw. And while this is true for some, I'm not saying there isn't, because Lord knows that my partner... Is it too close to Howl's Moving Castle? I actually am not looking at it or anything, because I don't actually remember what it looks like. But I thought it'd be kind of cute if they were like... I mean, that is the feeling, because I like the feeling of, like, Howl leading Sophie, but I actually don't... Hold on, let me look it up. I don't actually know what it looks like. Or I don't remember. Howl holding... I wrote Howl as a whole! Oh my god! Okay. Howl holding Sophie. For some people, maybe that is whole. Oh yeah, it kind of has that vibe, I think. Hold on. Let's see. It's like, if I flipped it, maybe. It's a little bit. It's a little bit like that. I mean, like, if it has that vibe, it's fine, because that was my vibe, is that I was like, it'd be kind of cool. And, you know, Ghibli is so strong in its, like, atmosphere and composition, because, like, even for someone like me who can't visualize anything in my head, I still remembered, like, the general feeling so well that, you know, the posing kind of feels a little bit like that, you know? So that's just... Ghibli's fucking good. I don't know if I like this pose, though. It looks too much like they're fucking... I don't fucking know. What is he doing? Why do you look like that? It's like, why are you... Boys, don't look like that. Like, what are you running on? I think... hold on. I'm gonna try the hip pose, maybe. But I feel like if I do the hip pose, Koana's hip should be thrust forward a little bit more. I'll have to change his hips. He's gonna have cute little hips because I'm insane. Maybe like this. That makes him look so princessy. He just needs a little wand, a little heart wand. Ooh, magical girl, Koana, like that. Senshi transformation. I don't know. This is how most of my pose figuring out is like, actually. It's like this. It's just me doing this shit repeatedly. I mean, usually I think these kinds of like interaction poses can be really difficult. I don't know if other people have trouble, but I feel like generally people are like, yeah, poses where like two characters have to like do something like this where they're clearly like interacting with one another, it can be really difficult to get the positioning correct because the contact point has to be believable. And you know, we can draw like a good single pose, but what about when it's like this? What about when it's like this? You know? And that can be really hard, which is why I'm actually struggling right now because I don't know. Maybe I don't need to have Yuyang be facing the same direction. Thank you. I really like, I do like posing characters a lot. They're really fun for me. It's like playing with dolls in my, not in my head, but like, I guess like, on canvas maybe is the idea. And I'm like kind of well versed enough in anatomy that I can kind of like, as you can tell, I'm not building a pose from like 0 to 100. I'm like going from his hand to build the rest of his body, which is really helpful in interaction poses, I want to say. Although right now I am definitely still struggling. Let's see. This whole time, Yuyang is just a fucking headless torso. I'm sorry. You're not seeing like any of him. You're just seeing me manipulate his body. Go, my yaoi boy. This one looks... I don't know if this looks too much like he's protecting Koana. Like, grr, don't touch my wife. I don't want it to be like that kind of pose. I want it to be more of like a, wow, we're traveling together and floating through space. Like, kind of like, well, you know, like the Howl pose, where it's like, it's not like a fighting thing, it's just... Yeah. That's why I had Yuyang kind of like be facing the same direction as Koana initially, because I thought maybe that would make more sense. But now that I'm thinking about it like this, it just looks too much like, you know, like he's, don't touch my boyfriend kind of feeling, which, I needed to feel more like they're just floating. Just floating, kind of like Alice in Wonderland falling down the hole or something. Something like that. No, maybe this? Okay. Maybe I can change his arm. Change his arm to be less like protector of wife and more, oh, I'm floating. I should show you guys some of the stuff I've been working on for chapter 2 though, for the comic that I'm working on, because, and well, maybe it's not going to be interesting because it's sometimes I have modes where I only want to draw characters, and other modes where I'm like I only want to draw backgrounds. And like I kind of like when it comes to comics, you have to draw all of them. So I just kind of like go with like whatever makes me happy at that moment because I'll draw better and faster that way. Because you have to draw so much, right? So I try to like line it up with like whatever. I guess you could say like in season. What's in season right now? And today I was really in the mood for drawing backgrounds. So I'm basically taking all of the big background shots, establishing shots in the comic, and I'm just like going around. Like I'm zipping from like page 1 to like page 13 to page 20, like just basically catching all like the major stuff because like it's a comic. Why should I work on it? Like I think some people do like, oh, I do all the lines and then I do the toning and then like, and I think like maybe for some people that works, but sometimes you're just like, I don't feel like drawing background characters. I feel like drawing. Yeah, I was in Ulda. Well, I mean, I took some screenshots of Ulda and then I combined it also with like my own like personal references of like so I know Ulda is, this is like another tangent, but I know that Ulda is like kind of like low key based on ancient Persia. I know it's like not quite Persian, but I know it's like, I think part of it is like that kind of ancient Persian kind of theme. And I really like historically I like a lot of like Islamic architecture and stuff. I had to study a little bit of it, not like study academically, but like study as in like gather a lot of visual research for a graphic novel project that I worked on in recent years. And hold on, I'm trying to figure out his fucking torso. Oh my god. Anyway, so I had to do a lot of visual research for like a place that kind of was like low key based on Morocco / like Algeria, which has a lot of like Islamic art and architecture and stuff. So going with like the idea like, oh, Ulda is like this kind of vague ancient Persia fantasy thing. I decided, oh, it'd be kind of cool to like integrate more of that culture into the designs, and not like that much, like I'm not like being historically really accurate or whatever. I just mean like kind of like visual inspirations, and I think it's kind of a shame that a lot of like in fantasy, for instance, whenever there's like some kind of like vaguely Middle Eastern area, like Persia, they always make it super like gray and brown or like dusty looking. Like I don't know if anyone's like noticed or whatever, but like it always looks like really sandy and there's nothing. And it's like kind of fascinating because I'm like, well, if you're basing on ancient Persia, as like we're looking at Islamic art and architecture, if you look at that region's art, it's colorful and full of patterns and symbols. Like it's so pretty, basically, is my point. And it's kind of interesting how not vibrant it is in most games that kind of are based in like kind of that vague fantasy Persia kind of thing, right? And I think in fantasy, it's certainly fine to take liberties because it's like when they made Ulda, they weren't trying to be, ancient Persia 2.0. Like they weren't trying to do that. They were just trying to make, oh, it's like a desert area, right? But it just is like pretty consistent though, that like all ancient Persia depictions or vaguely Islamic kind of architecture depictions are like, they're all like that. They're all like that. And you'll find that a lot of games especially like to lean on each other's visual language. So I think like, unfortunately, that's just kind of like it's almost like a visual stereotype, like a fictional visual stereotype. Does that make any sense? Like it's kind of like interesting. Anyway, So that's my really long-winded way of being like, oh, yeah. So like it's like really long-winded way of being like, I want to draw from inspiration that is more like the vibrancy and colorfulness of like Islamic architecture that very often these like vague Persian fantasies, they don't really include, you know, because like Ulda, there's like some texturing, there's some colors and stuff, and I also wonder if it's like perhaps it is also a technical limitation, like they can't have that many textures or something like that. But so I'm not like calling out the team for being like weird. I'm just saying like there could be a lot of reasons why they didn't do it, and I think that as like, you know, as someone who's like interested in backgrounds and viz dev and stuff like that, and I'm making fan art, right? Like I can take creative liberties and be like, well, I'm gonna implement like, you know, some of this region's architecture or some of like this in here, because I literally can, because I'm not beholden to some director or CEO breathing down my neck, so I can do whatever I want. So again, my really, really long-winded way of saying, yeah, like my Ulda, I do take screenshots from the game. I certainly don't like ignore it entirely. I do ignore 60 to 70% of it though, because it's not that I think Final Fantasy XIV is an ugly game. It's not, but I think that if you're a 2D artist trying to translate, let's say Ulda or Gridania or something into, let's say, a comic or fan art that's like illustrated and not like super hyper realistic rendered, like you'll find that like their shape language is so fucking ugly. I'm sorry for anyone who's like a big fan, I guess. I don't know if anyone's a big fan, but I'm just saying like it's just ugly most of the time, and you kind of have to almost like design them slightly better so that it looks more interesting. Okay, so here, let me, obviously their concept art is really different, and I'm saying like this is what I'm saying, and this is good. This looks cool, okay? And then in game, it looks fucking awful. Like I know where this is in Ulda. It's one of the inner areas in Ulda, whatever. Yeah, like it looks good in the concept art, but clearly, like in the game, perhaps there's technical limitations of like whatever engine they're using. Perhaps they can't do the lighting as cool as they do in the concept art, because Lord knows, like lighting and the shading and stuff, that's like a lot of, you know, there's probably a lot of like programming and graphics engineering or some shit involved that I'm not going to comment on because I am not an expert, but I assume it's not that simple, right? So as artists, we can very easily light up a scene like this concept art and be like, wow, that looks so fucking cool, right? And then in game, it just looks gray. It just looks gray. And like, I'm just like, God, I would not enjoy this as much. But as a drawing, it's very interesting. So my point is that when I draw Ulda and stuff, I take inspiration from, first of all, historical sources that I feel like are more vibrant than what is in game, because I think they kind of like ignored it a little bit for whatever reason. And then also I'm like instilling my own shape language ideas into it, because I don't like how it looks in game, and when you draw it, it looks really clunky, like chunky. Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys are like in game, but I recommend, if you're in game and you're free, go to fucking Gridania, okay? Go to Gridania. I hate this place. Go to Gridania and go look at like if you go to the Aetheryte Plaza and maybe like walk towards maybe like the Archers Guild or something. I don't know. It's a guild like that's like near the Aetheryte, it's like northeast of it, okay? And like if you walk along the way, there's probably like, I think there's like signposts or something. Signposts that have like little lights, and clearly like they have Eorzean signs on them, like clearly pointing like this way to the Archers Guild, this way. Look at that and tell me, does that look fucking ugly? It looks ugly. It's so chunky. It looks like it's made of It's like they crafted it out of cardboard, and it's like it just looks ugly. It just looks bad. Like I know that like as players we're probably not looking at that signage really closely, which is fair because we're constantly zoomed out. I understand. So it doesn't look that bad. Yeah, I recommend it. Maybe I can open up fucking Final Fantasy and show you guys myself. And then it's gonna become not an art stream anymore. But but like it's just ugly. I just think it's ugly. Like if you were to draw that, it would look bad. It would simply look bad, and it's passable in game because it's 3D, and we're kind of used to their shape language, and we're always zoomed out, so all the details are extra clunky, I think, because if you're zoomed out like 600, 800% all the time, then the environment around you has to accommodate that. Like, I don't know many people who play this game zoomed in as close as you can to your character. Like, I think most people play zoomed out if they can, especially if they're raiding, as everyone knows that fiasco. Yeah, they don't have a lot of details. Like, they're very chunky, because I think they're designed for viewing from far away, which, from a comic artist perspective, that's not what's going to happen, right? So you kind of need to make it look more interesting, in my opinion. I personally, I hate the Grodanian signposts because I think I drew it once for a comic, and I was looking at them. I was like, this is what the signposts look like? And I was like, this is so ugly. This is so ugly. And I was so tilted, to be honest. I was so tilted by the fact that they were so ugly. Anyway, so that's my, I don't know, is that a gamer rant? Is that an artist rant? I don't know what this constitutes as. It's like both. But I'm not saying like Final Fantasy is an ugly game. I don't think it's an ugly game. I just think that as 2D artists, when you translate their design elements, you kind of need to just almost have to like reverse engineer their designing a little bit. Yeah, design rant. You kind of reverse engineer it a little bit. And you can tell which artists like just kind of copy what's in game. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. But I can tell because I'm like, I don't think you've really changed very much, and in my opinion, it looks kind of ugly. Because it is kind of ugly in game, a little bit. Fighting is zoomed out. Yeah. But if you're a newer player, then, you know, with like the graphics update and with like Razathan and Tuliolo, yeah, they did a lot better. It looks a lot more vibrant and interesting, I think. I still think that it can look kind of chunky, but I think that's just they're sticking with that design language, because it's not like they can, yeah, sorry, it took me a really long time to be like, oh, dawntrail's a little bit different though. And same with like, I think like Endwalker and Shadowbringers, but like, you know, I think like, they're still a little bit chunky, but at the same time, I'm like, I understand why it's chunky, is because it's just one of the issues of like, they're designing for a game series that has been around for almost a decade, or over a decade? That's more than one color back in. Yeah, it's true. They finally brought in more colors into the game, and I think the graphics update helped a lot with like the texturing and everything. Like, yeah. And like, sorry, I'm like just, yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's definitely an older game. It's definitely suffering, I think, a little from the design language that they've established early on, because they can't like release Dawntrail and then change everything about the visuals, right? So it's not gonna look as good as, like, let's say, like, you know, like newer games that are out now, even like within Final Fantasy games, like, you know, they're not gonna look as good, which is fair. How do your friends not understand? Well, good thing we are all truthers here. Design truthers. I don't know what to call this. I ranted so much I don't even know what I drew. Hold on. This is, how do people draw and talk at the same time? I like went on autopilot, and now I don't know what I drew. Let's see here. talking and doing callouts. Doing callouts while you're raiding is also kind of crazy, yeah. I think if you're using egg is pretty distinct. I do distinctly remember it being really egg. Wait, what's a SS? Oh, screenshot. That's what it is. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna copy it here for everyone on stream. Fucking hate this thing. And someone explain to me what this is supposed to be. I'm going crazy just looking at this. I'm going crazy. Like, what on earth? What? It's so ugly. It's so ugly, and A Realm Reborn suffers a lot from this stuff, but I think Gridania is pretty egregious with it. Like, they got some pretty fucking ugly shit going on. I think Ul'dah is actually better, I think, than the other city-states. Like, I think it's a little bit better than Limsa, and Limsa's a little bit better than Gridania. Like, I would say, like, ranked top to worst, like, Ul'dah is the best one, then Limsa's okay, and then Gridania is my least favorite one, because it just looks funky most of the time. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry the stream is not meant to be looking at Final Fantasy XIV assets, but good lord, like, I'm sorry, wait, now that I'm here, like, what is this supposed to be? Uh-oh. Gotta kill this guy. Fuck. Oh, thank you, Ayla. Oh, why are we looking at the signpost? So, for the last 10-15 minutes, I have been ranting about how much I don't like a lot of, like, shape language design in Final Fantasy XIV. As, like, a background designer, as, like, a visual development artist, like, I hate it so much. And the concept art for the game looks great, but then when they implement it, it just looks ugly half the time, especially, like, in early X-Packs. I would say not so much true for the new X-Packs. It's a lot better, but it can still look pretty chunky. For varying reasons, I'm sure. But yeah, like, what is this? It's like, why are they so thick? Like, I know that you, like, didn't show your character here, but, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the scale is, like, this. Like, it's this big. What kind of signpost looks like? What is all of this? What are all of these things? What is this? Why did it look so ugly? Why does it look like it's made of, like, cardboard? It looks like they made it out of cardboard. I'm, like, going insane, trying to understand, like, what on earth were they trying to, like, there's so many ways they could have, you know what? there's a better way to do this. Okay, here, you can make this thing bigger to, like, make it more interesting and accentuated. Like, there's a lot of ways you could be creating this signpost, and maybe make them skinnier. Make them skinnier so they don't look like they're made for fucking kids. Like, they look like what is it called? Like, you know those, like, kid ovens or kid play sets? Like, why do they look so chunky? They look like a little, yeah, I'm crushing up. I hate it so much. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's so, I don't know what possessed them to create things this way, but there's just, like, even just this silhouette, what I did here in, like, 2 seconds, in my opinion, is better looking aesthetically than whatever this chunky thing is. I don't know what this is. I'm going back to drawing. Yuyang. Oh, maybe I took it during the hatching. Is it for the hatching tide? No, I'm pretty sure it was, like, just. Plus, it's not like. It's not. Yeah, it's, like, there right now. I don't think it's hatching tide. Is it hatching tide? I need to calm down for a second. I crashed out for too long. We're having some quiet time in the channel now. Because I sound insane. I sound... Oh, man. I'm not genuinely upset. I get very fired up about stuff. Anyway, I'm not about to pull like I'm gonna do this better. It's just that like, I know, forced quiet time for Beanie. Like I think it's just, you know, for whatever reason they stuck with its direction. Perhaps it's technical, perhaps it's like, you know, but as a result, it's I would say, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's like by far the worst. Anyway, back to like what I was talking about before, which is Ulda, and me like injecting a little bit of that like real world inspiration and vibrancy to where is my rage, where is my anger? You know, like I think I take creative liberties is my point. So if you like see it, I think you might, if I show some of the backgrounds that I did, I think you'll like kind of see that it's Ulda. Like you probably know it's Ulda because I like try to keep it recognizable because it's still at the end of the day like Ulda, right? If I totally change it, it's not gonna be Ulda anymore. But I do take some like liberties with it, or I think as Wiki saw some of the stuff I did, and they're like, "Wow, Ulda actually looks like a city now. Like it doesn't look like just like some asset in game," which is like kind of nice because that's like nicer for storytelling and visual storytelling. Maybe not as convenient for like players to run around in, because like I think like whenever things are like too cramped or small or there's too much stuff going on, your camera goes crazy. And I understand perhaps there's like a reason why things look the way they do in game, but they have done a lot better with like Dawntrail, especially with the graphics update. And they've done, I think like Endwalker had some pretty good stuff. I don't know, off the top of my head I can't think of anything, but you know, I think in general I'm less pissed off. Yeah. That's my rant that I've been going on for a long time. Maybe his eye should be looking this way. This is gay. I mean, it should look gay, I mean. Okay. Woohoo! So yeah, it took me a really long time to figure out Yuyang's pose, but like 2 seconds. I don't know if you guys remember, but Yuyang literally, Kona's pose literally took me like a minute to draw or something. I don't know, it was really easy. And then meanwhile, Yuyang was giving me trouble for the rest of the time. It's because, I don't know. Hold on, let's see here. Whoops. Thank you. Thank you for the holding onto hip suggestion, because I feel like that was quite nice for me to explore. And even if I didn't go with it, I think it's like nice to explore other design suggestions if I'm stuck. Oh, thank you. I need to give him his little sword canister thing. No, he has like, well, in my canon, he is like not a rogue or a viper. He uses blades. He likes knives, so he has like short swords and short blades and also daggers and stuff. So he's got a little bit of everything. And sometimes like, I don't know if you guys have seen some things where people pair up almost like daggers with a short sword, or daggers with like a long, not a long sword, but you know, like a standard kind of gladiator type sword, which I always thought was really cool, because I know this is fantasy, but it's always fun to think about, which is that sometimes daggers are not really, daggers and knives are like really not, they're very niche use weapons, I would say. Even though we have a lot of like ninjas and assassins and stuff, I understand, but it's like they are ambushing you. So yeah, but then as soon as the ambush ends and now they know you're here, it's much more difficult. So if you're talking about like open conflict, I feel like daggers can lose their effectiveness. Like they're more of a stealth slash close spaces kind of weapon, I think. And also the other thing is they are so short ranged that for the most part, if I try to stab you, then the other person will likely be able to stab me also. That is potentially the case. I guess I'm not like a combat instructor, but that's like generally from what I can understand from consuming a lot of stuff. I feel like, technically speaking, knives are just not a super effective melee weapon. Like, you can do well with a lot of other stuff. So, at least like when it comes to open combat. So I feel like they're great for like, let's say like the rogues are always like, oh, we like daggers because, you know, we're like nimble and on our feet on like ships and stuff, and you don't want to like accidentally cut ropes. And in that case, it makes a lot of sense. You want something kind of close to your body. And then also the rogues are based in Limsa, which is like a city, and it probably has a lot of like alleys and small spaces, so it makes sense. And they're also assassins. So, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like perhaps it would be a little bit difficult for if you had... Oh, there's an ad. Wiki told me there's an ad. Oops. Oh. Do people... Wait. Is there anyone here who's able to skip the ad? Or not see the ad at all? Because... Got cucked by your ad. Okay. When that happens, do you, like, just miss everything that is during the ad? Is that what happens? Ruh-roh. It's okay, I actually forgot what I was talking about. Oh well. Oh, no one can hear. Okay. Sago, what are you doing? Sago? What's he doing?
Tappy's crinkling something.
Oh, Tappy's crinkling something. Yippee! Okay. Well, it seems like people are no longer in ad hell, right? Oh, I am so bad. I shouldn't have spent so long ranting. Was it important? That's debatable, I think. But yeah. Well, all of my friends know this is actually what I'm like normally, is like ranting about something. Like I get so I crash out several times a day kind of vibe. But then I'm fine afterwards. Like it's just like, yeah, it's fine. I just have been not doing it so much on stream because I'm not. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, if people sometimes can't tell if I'm actually upset or not. Yeah. It's not even like I'm venting. I just get passionate about stuff, and then I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Yeah, sometimes you just need to crash out. I think a healthy crash out. It's like controlled fires, in the forest. I don't fucking know anything about ecology. Anyway. Oh my god. Me and Germa, we're the same. We're the same. Him with like 20 bajillion followers, and me with like, I don't know, 12. We're so the same. I think he has like I don't know if other streamers do it, so it may be just like a streamer thing, but I'm just like, his like talking and then crashing out pattern is like, it's genuinely me for real. Like I just be talking and then I'll crash out about something and then be like, anyway. Anyway, I'm fine now. And it's never that serious. But if someone like disagrees with me, I will be like, time that person out for like 10 minutes. It's just, it's not that I'm like actually mad. I just like, I feel like that's just what my brain is doing. I don't know. Yeah. I like it when he times out someone. It makes me feel like I'm watching like a king order his servants or his knights to like arrest this man, carry him off the premises, like that kind of. 2025 truly is a fascinating year. I feel like I vehemently don't really watch a lot of like streamers that play games and stuff because I don't really like it that much. Or I don't know. A lot of times I don't like their vibes. Is my issue, but I don't know why Germa's really funny to watch. He's really good. I guess it's because he's not actually like a gamer streamer. He plays games, and that's like pretty much what it like. He plays games. I don't know if I would constitute as a gamer streamer. I think I have Ayla to blame for getting me to Germa, because I don't know what was the first Germa video. Yeah, like half the time I don't even know what game he was playing. I just listened to him crash out about something like related to like juice or something. I don't know. And it's so funny. It's so fucking funny. It's like listening to the radio. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I do like watching him, but not for the games he plays. Mostly, him either struggling in the games or him talking about something unrelated, which is really funny. It's pretty good. Was it like the Infinity Nikki? Is that the one that you first showed? Because that one was really good. And I remember being like, I think I need to see more of him for some. I think I need her again. I miss her. I wanted to see more. Is that kind of like my vibe with Derma? And then now I watch like 2-hour long compilation videos of Derma constantly. Yeah. I don't know. It was really funny to watch him. Funny to listen to him talk about stuff. Like in medieval times, I think he would be a jester. You know, like a court jester. He would have been really good at that. Yeah, he has the vibes of that. And court jesters, they were treated pretty good. You know, like like historically, like this is like a prestigious, like position to hold. So even though we're like, haha, you're a court jester, but it's like that court jester is probably living like like a like almost like nobility life if they're a good one. Of course, you always run the risk of like being murdered by the king if your jokes just aren't really good, you know, or like you say something bad or whatever. But I don't know, the kings like their court jesters. They treated them well. Anyway, that's Germa, so. Yeah. Well, Koana with this jacket really does make him kind of look like a magical girl, though. Even though that's not what it is, it's just the jacket is kind of, it's really cute looking. This is why I wanted to draw him in it. Their kings loved their funny. It's true, they did. They did love their funny little men. As we do now. Like, isn't it not, like, royalty coded that we like to have our funny little men while we, like, eat food or something? Like, we want to dine and also, like, watch a little man be funny in the box. You know, like, I feel like perhaps we all want to be kings. And we are, because we do get our, like, funny little box and shit like that, you know? Yeah, except he can also time them out, which is really funny. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna take a break now. I will run the ad during my break so that we can continue to not be bothered for a while. And I'm gonna do requests when I get back. And I'm gonna post the Neospring. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to fucking. Oh my god. Okay. Neospring. Where's my Neospring link? Neospring. I should probably bookmark Neospring. I have to like type it in every time. Oh god, it's trying to make me authenticate stuff. Please, I'm human. Please. Okay. Okay. So for everyone in chat today, here, send your request to the Neospring link that I posted. Oh, can I pin that? Can I pin that? Yeah, sure. 20 minutes is fine. And yeah, make sure to type Beanie Crash Out in your request somewhere. So, you know. Yeah, and I'm gonna take a break. Beanie Crash Out. Maybe that should be my new display name. Beanie Crash Out. I'm gonna zoom in close on them so everyone can see it in the preview. Yes. Goodbye for now. Hello. I'm back. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's like a group of Shimanitas here, Shimejis. Look, he's got a council. He's got a war council here on the corner. In the bottom right corner. It's pretty good. I love it when he groups up. Oh, they've scattered. They've dispersed. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's see here. Let me open it in da 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 da. Alright. Meeting is adjourned. Oh wait, no, hold on. Let me post a little thingy on Blue Sky. Mr. Cellophane. Mr. Okay, yes, I'll refresh it. Yes, I will, because I'm posting something on Blue Sky really quick just to be like, come on, we're still going. So don't worry about it. I'll refresh it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Beanie, crash out. Kono. I don't need to read the tag. Why did I read the tag? I shouldn't have read. Okay, I'm not gonna read the tag. I'm just gonna read the request. I'm sorry. Okay. Kona Yippee creature. Oh my god! Or Vanita. I like whoever tacks on Vanita just for me. Let's see. What does Yuyang dream of? Is that a request? It's more like a ask. Let's see. You love Vanita. Yes, everyone should love Vanita. Oh, there's another little war console here. Oh, they're getting up. Oh my god, they're just sorry. I have a lot of fun with Shimeji. Anyway, what does Yuyang dream of? I don't know how to answer that. I think his dreams are very colorful sometimes when they're nice. But I don't know if I could draw that quickly. I feel like that's like I don't know, it's very abstract, so I'm not really sure how to answer that, so I'm gonna put a pin on that. I don't really know. Let's see. Kaihen or Koana dancing with Dancing Green. Beanie crash out over a signpost. It's true. I'll crash out over anything. Okay. Oh, that's a cute one. Kaihen or Koana dancing. Let's see here. Okay. Magical Girl Young. Who sent me this twice? Wait, is it the same person or is it like Sago, don't cry. It's because he's getting fed right now, so okay, so I got 2 requests for Magical Girl Yuyang, but I don't know if it's from the same person. Okay, I think that's it. I think it's Magical Girl Yuyang. Oh, perhaps. Maybe it could be. I'm gonna post it. We'll see how much I can get done tonight because I wasted a lot of time today in the first half. For no particular reason. I don't know what to draw for that. I feel like that's too hard for a request because I'll put it in there and then if I figure out what to answer for that. But I don't actually know how to answer that one. Kona Yippee creature. I think that Vanita would never go Yippee. Someone else had the same. There's 2 magical girl requests. Oh my god, that's crazy that you guys would actually ask for the same thing. I think. I mean, like, what are the chances that you'll ask for the same stuff? So that's crazy. That's crazy to me. But I love it. Okay. I'm gonna start with the Kona Yippee creature because I think that's really funny. Let's see. Gotta find the Yippee meme. Here we go. This is Yippee creature. I just had to draw Koana as one. Oh, she may need a unit. Oh my god, he's stuck to my. Okay, whatever. There we go. I don't know where he went. Okay. I don't know if I should just trace over it or if I should do the. The original has a certain charm to it. You know, because it's like a little lopsided, kind of. It's got. Mine's like a weird HD version of it. I don't like it when I can see memes in HD, actually. Well, we'll see. Koana Yippee creature. He's got little. Man, he's got a lot of. Here we go. There's Koana Yippee creature. I hope this suffices for whoever requested this. What? I am like a god. A god looking unto his creations. I'll make it green. I'll make it green for you guys. There we go. My ancestors are gazing down upon. You want me to draw a Misika one? Okay, hold on. I will. I think I should have just redrawn it. It's like two things. Okay. Misika is like. Got a fluffy tail. There, do you like the Misika one? You like the Misika one? Did everyone enjoy the Misika one? I feel like people who might be joining just now for like, you know, they're like, oh, you're doing requests, and I'm this is what they saw on their stream. Like this is what you chose? Okay, anyway. Okay, there we go. They are very funny. They're very funny looking. They're just gonna. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna. No, you know what? I feel like I want them to be looking at me when I'm drawing. I want them to... Wait, hold on. Oh my god, it's his horse. Look, she made a... This is your horse now. His mighty steed. Or maybe Koana is also fine. But doesn't look very happy about it though. You can sit on top of it. Like, ooh. It's like a mount. Wow, he's riding. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna actually draw. Okay. Oh, what is it, Ayla? Wait for what? What am I waiting for? Never mind. What? I mean, what do you mean don't remember how to write his name? What does that mean? Oh, it's Sehun. Sehun. You want a Sehun creature? Oh my god. Actually, wait, Winky, can you send me the Ham one that you drew, Sehun? Because I will put that on the stream so everyone can see how deranged he is. Anyway, let's draw. Oh, is it Kaihan or Kona with Dancing Green? I feel like Kaihan may not have met Dancing Green, so probably Kona gets to finally go to solution 9, and it's like this. Let me find again. Dancing Green. I know I just drew him not that long ago, but I'm gonna draw him again. Where is a good Dancing Green photo? Well, I mean, there's only like a couple. I think there's some people drew him. Dancing Green, and then... Oh, you know, it'd be cute if, like... I have an idea. I'm cooking. Wiki is quickly trying to retrieve the Sehun ham that they drew. It is so funny. You guys hear my monster? Sago? It's because Sago... how do I come up with Sago's name? It's because our first cat his name is Tapioca. And so Sago is another, like, boba topping, basically, is the reason why. It's a really silly reason. Speaking of, I'm trying to... Sorry, I'm like a little bit quiet because I had like an idea. The idea is like Koana is a little bit embarrassed because he, Oh, Misika sent me... He sent me a bunch... Hold on. First of all, this is all drawn by Misika, by the way. But, here's Seiyun him. But here's another Seiyun that they drew that was also really, really funny. Oh, those are really good ones. And then, oh my god, this one. I love this one. Seiyun is another one of my characters, but he's mentally ill. There's something wrong with that guy. He's really bad. Yeah, I guess he could be at the bottom of the stream or something, or maybe he could be up here. People are gonna be like, "What is this? Why is he here?" I don't know. I don't know why he's here. He's here now. Let's see, dancing green. What should he be doing? Oh, but yeah, the idea is that I guess like the request was that they're dancing, but I feel like Koana would get too embarrassed about even dancing. He'd be like, "No," he's like in a ridiculous dance outfit, and Dancing Green is like, "Come on, let's dance," and Koana's just like, "I don't." That's why he looks nervous, by the way. Koana looks shy that a bunch of little freaks are watching him. Yeah, maybe that's why. It's Dancing Green's outfit again, I forgot. The screenshot doesn't actually show his outfit for some reason. Oh, here we go. I got it. Okay, let's see. There we go. Audience of little creatures. I think that if Seiyu were in the audience, he would wish that he could vote to kill the contestants. That's the kind of person he is. But he'll act like he didn't do that. He'll be like, "Oh my god, who voted to kill them? I totally wanted to spare them." But he didn't. Seiyu in Alien Stage. He'd be like Luca, the sick guy. He'd be a little bit like Luca and Sua. Like if Sua and Luca had like a little baby, which I don't think they should, but if they did, that's Seiyu. New dance move just dropped, kill an audience member? It's true, that's Seiyu. Yeah, we love a little unwell twink. That's like a genre of character. And it's really good. What does his hand do? Maybe pointing? Like, come on, let's dance. No, then it looks like he's just, Come on, let's dance on the dance floor. Your boyfriend's watching. And Kona's like, even more reason not to go on the dance floor. Mr. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane. I'm sorry, I'm singing Chicago songs. I like that. I like that musical. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what? Kona's glasses should be. It should be hearts. Heart glasses. Because he's my little baby girl, so I'm giving him heart glasses. Yeah. Okay, maybe this is the pose. Be like, come on, buddy. Dance floor time. Dance floor time, or else the frogs are gonna hit you. Yes, heart glasses to show how much I love him. You're right. I think someone drew Dancing Green with a tongue piercing. And it's really good. I guess he's supposed to be like a playboy character. If you want to check, you can look at my Blue Sky account if you have a Blue Sky, but I think you do. But I retweeted it. I think maybe like, I mean, I don't retweet that much, so you'll probably see it pretty quickly. It's on my main account. I think I retweeted it because I was like, fuck it. Bunny Boy on main. What's wrong with Sago? Oh, he's always a baby. Frog tongue, but not tongue piercing Dancing Green. Yeah, I think it gives him a different vibe. But he is supposed to be like a playboy, so I feel like it suits him to have like, you know, tongue piercing. Is a little bit saucy, you know what I mean? It's a little bit, you know. Oh, his raid description also says it? Man, I want to know what it actually says. I forgot. I frog got. The first opponent of your cruiserweight campaign is to be the shameless beat the shameless playboy of Solution 9, Dancing Green. I think it's so funny that he turned out to be like, I'm sorry for raid spoilers, although I think by now it's probably fine, but he turned out to be like, oh, I'm just a normal guy. Which actually, I don't hate that for him. I just was like, oh, kind of disappointed because I wanted him to be a sicko. Because there's not enough sickos. He likes dancing and going into clubs and shit. It's just that it's got to be too much having to do it for work rather than for fun. So you're saying, like, if he just got to club and play around for fun, he would just do it the same amount, it's just he didn't like doing it as a persona. I mean, I guess so. Now everyone on stream gets to hear that. Anyone hear Wiki go, eh? I don't know what happened. I think Sago bit them or something. Sago probably bit them because they putting their finger in his mouth. So don't get mad at Sago, by the way. Yeah, sometimes when you rub his cheeks too much, he starts biting you, but not like in a mad way. I think he just likes to do that. He likes to use his mouth. Just a little chomp. His chest should be out more because that's how we like it here in Beanie Crash Out Zone. Just a shy boy and a playboy. It's true. Actually, someone define playboy for me, because I'm like, I don't think Yuyang's a playboy. He just is a... Can I say horror on stream? I think playboy implies some level of like... I think playboy, doesn't it kind of imply like you're like toying around with people a little? Like, yeah, I sleep around, but also like, you know, I'm dating people and, you know, and cheating on them. Like, I feel like it implies some level of like, I'm actually getting into relationships. Yeah. Like, I'm getting into relationships and I'm kind of like duping people or, you know, breaking their trust or something. Like, it feels a little bit more insidious, I feel, when I think of playboy. Or like they lose interest very quickly and they break up with you very quickly, I think is also another one. If you want to be a less evil playboy, I think that's probably another way. I feel like I wouldn't call Yuyang a playboy because I don't think he ever gives people the expectation that he's dating you. He's just like, you know, he's keeping it like that. It's just that sometimes people get the wrong idea, but also it's like one of those like, oh, I understand we're friends with benefits, but I'm catching feelings. That's like usually what he ends up in. Because he's so cute. My Mary Sue OC. It's like when I see posts where people are like, oh my god, what should I do with like my situationship? He just like brought me peaches. Like, what do I do? And everyone's just like, it's just peaches, girl. Don't read into it. You're like a situationship. And they're like, but he brought me peach. You know, I think that's like how people react to Yuyang sometimes. Because he does do shit like that. And they're like, oh my god, what are we? What are we? So not a playboy. Just like that. More like marry me. See. Yeah. I mean, he is pretty flirty. He just flirts with you so that he can, you know, for you know, but he makes it pretty clear that that's what it is, you know? Okay, Konya. Oh, Konya. My little wife. This is getting really messy because I'm doing everything in one layer. Oops. Oops. I'm bad. I gotta make a new layer. This is impossible. Okay. Playboys are just very flirty, and fuckboys are more cheaty and toxic. Yeah. Someone should make like a quadrant. One of those quadrant memes of it. I don't know what else would be on that quadrant though. Playboy versus fuckboy versus slunt versus if we only have two for it, then yeah, it'd be a slider. But if we had more options, we could make it a quadrant based thing. No, don't say that, because as soon as you said that, I'm like, yeah, I know what all the different quadrants are. No. Don't look at me. My Homestuck days are behind me. I know, I don't wanna think about it. I don't wanna think about it. I don't wanna think about it. Anyone wanna guess what my favorite character was, though? I know some of you who may have been following for a while may know. And obviously if there's any friends in the chat, they also might know. But maybe this is not. Or maybe many of you don't even know what Homestuck is, which, you know what? Don't look it up. Don't get into it. It's better if you don't know. He's embarrassed because I'm giving him cute little booty shorts. Soggle, do you have a complaint with that? Soggle. Soggle. I like to joke that my cats are homophobic. Because they get to see me and Wiki be gay all day, and then they're like, I'm homophobic because my parents are too gay. No, I don't want to see Koana with Yuyang. Because I'm homophobic. Please don't clip me. Sago? Actually, I think it should be like white. Let's see. Gotta dismiss some of these shimes. Is Sago gay? What did... There, I drew Koana with dancing green. Maybe I'll clean it up a little bit more off stream, but I think this is pretty clear what it is. Koana is like, Yeah, I'm also serene smile. He should have like, what do they call it? It's like when they have like I like it when like things are glittery, but kind of hard to do when it doesn't actually have color. You know, like when I don't know how to explain the kind of coloration I'm thinking of. I'm not good enough at painting to do this either. I don't know. Kind of shiny. I don't like that, I guess. I should probably fix his glasses. Behind us. Oh man. There it is. Woohoo! Should probably give Dancing Green his little purple. I guess they're not technically dancing because Koana doesn't want to dance and Dancing Green is like, why don't we? Why don't you want to dance? Go, buddy. It's go time. One Phantom? Hello? Is that a... Go, Catboy, go. You're right. Hi. Hi. There we go. And then I guess the only other... I still don't know what to draw as far as like what Yuyang dreams of. Or if I did, I think I would like actually spend time on it and make it kind of abstract because I think I have an idea, but I don't really know. We did Yippee. Joke answer. Okay, joke answer. I can't draw what he dreams of on stream if it's a joke answer. So you guys can imagine what he might be dreaming about. Yeah. Yeah, you know what he could dream of? He could dream of this. Let's see. And this will be safe for work. Don't worry. I'm not going to get myself banned. You already know who it is. Actually, you know what? This can tie into the other request. It's gonna be a little magical girl Vegeta. And he's... I don't know. Wait, it kind of looks like Dancing Green is holding out a magical girl Vegeta. He's holding... He's like, take a look at this! Take a look at this! Actually, you know what Vegeta looks like? Oh my god, wait, hold on. You know what Vegeta looks like right now? He looks like was it like a fairy godmother type character? Maybe he can be the mascot for Magical Girl Yuyang. Like, hold on, wait. Hold on. Okay, I don't know how it became this. You're witnessing this transformation live, folks. Anyway, behold. Indeed, that is what Dancing Green is saying. Behold, Electro can envision anything. That's not his thing. That's the other girl's thing. I forgot her name. I'm really bad. Electro has many uses, Ed boy. Utropy. Utropy? I don't know how I forgot her name already. I don't remember any of the characters as like real names. I just remember their like stage names. Okay. But yeah, Magical Girl Yuyang. Okay, let's go. What's a good pose for him? I love putting him in really ridiculous poses. I want to make this a little bit wider. It's getting kind of cramped, and I want to keep Dancing Green on here for some reason. Like, I could just toggle it off, but it's kind of funny like this. I don't know what pose that is. I'm just kind of going for like a general kind of like cutesy pose. Especially think of a Monster Hunter, because in Monster Hunter you can give kind of like the feminine poses to the masculine models, as it were, which I really like. I don't like this pose, actually. Yeah, no more gender lock on Monster Hunter stuff is really, honestly, it's really, I think it's really good because it solves our problem of people, because I think for a while, what people did was that they just made the same gear, this, like the gear would look the same on both, like, you know, I'm just trying to speak quickly, but like, you know, like on male or female models, you know, like they just kind of made it the same. But I think the problem is that you ended up with really like kind of like ambiguously kind of like androgynous or leaning towards masculine kind of looks is a lot of what would happen. And I think that both genders, or all genders rather, can express in a feminine or masculine way. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be this way. You know, like it can be like, oh, I'm a masculine person, but I want to really wear femme clothes. And versus like if you're a femme person and you want to wear femme stuff, that's also fine. You know, like I don't know if I use the right terms, but I think like it's kind of nice that Monster Hunter has done. You know, I think the ideal, which is that you have a version for both options, I guess. So you can have something that's like very frilly and cutesy, and you can have something that's very like I don't know why I'm using this. I don't want to dispose. Or something that's like more androgynous or masculine. But of course, that makes like twice the amount of work because not only do they have to, you know, they're not just making one; they're like making it work on all models, and both of the versions would work on both models. Like you're basically like exponentially, you're like doubling or something the amount of work you do. Which, like, you know, not all games have the capacity to do so. You know, so I guess like, or like it's not efficient to them. That seems like a, as Wiki taught me this term, like a gold plating type of thing. It is really cute. I have doodled handler Koana with Hunter Yuyang, but like a while ago. I wonder if I still have it somewhere. I could show it on stream, but I don't know where it is. Actually, I wanna draw this also. It's a pretty old doodle. I'll have to dig it up. What do magical girl outfits usually look like? I don't actually have a good context to it. Hold on, I gotta look up some magical girl outfits. I guess it depends on the. I guess they're usually kind of frilly looking, like Lolita fashion sort of stuff, rather than whatever it is I just drew here for you young. Maybe he can have a frilly collar? I don't know, actually. Like, he can have a jester collar. I think actually those things are actually really cute. But, oh man, I actually don't know how they look. Like a sexy jester. No, that's probably no good. Or no, you know what, let's go with a jester. Let me look up a jester costume. Or maybe historical jester? Like a funny little, like, pantaloon or Harley Quinn-esque thing. I like the little bells. Jester dog. You're right. You're right. He should have like a knife, except it's like a cutesy knife. Like I don't know, like it has a heart on the end. No, that's gonna make it look like a testicle. I'm not even gonna visualize that. I already saw it. I was 2 steps ahead and I was like, nope, that's gonna look like balls. You know what? I'm gonna draw his sleeves first. His poofy sleeves. Sorry, his cute arms are gonna get covered up. Y'all ever like draw the body under the clothes and you're like, wow, the body looks so cool, and then you had to cover it all up? Sometimes I feel really sad when that happens. I don't know, something like this maybe. He should have a little star. Everyone seems really sad that he can no longer have his arm out. So okay, fine. I will give you this. You guys can have his shirt is like not covering anything. His abs can stay. It's like it's like his shirt is missing most of it. Oh, someone is meowing. He's got fucking pantaloons. God, he looks weird. Oh my god, wait, didn't they used to wear like cod pieces? No, I can't draw that on the street. I can't draw that, that'd be awful. Oh yeah, there were clown girls, weren't there? Okay, maybe I'll do this. Okay. Where's his legs? Legs would be like, okay. He looks really weird right now. It's a really strange combination of elements. And by strange combination, I mean Yuyang as a jester magical girl is strange. Oh, Sako, I can't right now. Let's look at some other magical girls. I can give him like a cute shoes. Maybe we can have like kind of like the cute red shoes, like in Wizard of Oz. So he has some element of like, I don't know, magical girl-esque. So now he just looks like a jester. There you go. He's like a jester magical girl. It's kind of looking like something, right? And his abs are out, so everyone's happy. Actually, it'd probably look better if it was covered up, but I'll leave it for you guys. It's because Vanita is his magical godmother, so he probably begrudgingly turned him into a magical girl like, "Fuck you, makes you a clown." Actually, I was literally about to make this joke, like, before you, because I heard you typing, I was like, alright, Mookie's gonna unleash something funny into chat. But I was actually about to say, like, I feel like, yeah, Yuyang, like, he is a Vanita's like, here's a magical girl outfit for you, bitch. And Yuyang's like, okay. And then he gets it, and it's like this. And he's like, why am I a jester? And Vanita's like, because you're a clown. It reflects your inner soul, because you're a clown. And Yuyang's like, okay. Okay. Did they usually have, like, what if his hair changed? Like, he had a big ol', inexplicably had, like, a big ponytail. No, that's stupid. Or he has, he has little fucking braids. Maybe they could be long ones. I always thought the long braids are kind of cute. I go, maybe going like this. Like sometimes, like, yeah, the Sailor Moon, like her hair isn't actually that long. She just has like the big ol' magical girl braids, you know? So it's like this. You've got like long ass, silly braids. He's got like one cute dagger, maybe. And Vanita's this fairy cat thing. Well, I mean, yeah. Do you like my weird Vanita caricature? He's got funky little claws. Maybe he's got a little thingy. I don't know, I feel like all the magical magical mascots always have like a little thingy on their forehead. I'm gonna make him long. It could be long, like this. Like a real cat. God, he looks really weird, actually. How would you feel if you were an anime background character and your city is under attack and these two came to the rescue? Also, thank you for the yes. It's fucking braids are funny. No, Sango, don't. I think I might have to eat. Yeah, they don't have enough room. Maybe like this. I wonder if Vegeta is actually not a cat. And he gets really mad if you call him a cat. Like he's like maybe these are his horns. And he's like, I'm a demon. And Yuyang's like, I think you're a cat, actually. Meow. And Vegeta's like, I'm not! I'm not a cat! That is a stupid earth creature. There, I don't fucking know. Maybe this is what Yuyang as a magical girl looks like. Is everyone happy with this? I don't like this silly Yuyang. I'll make it like have a fill so that she looks like something. God, do you guys like my process of selecting and deselecting? Like, did I get everything here? This is why Clip Studio is better, actually. Actually, Clip Studio thing doesn't capture everything either, but it is more convenient by a little bit. Thank you, everyone, for the support. I think that's actually all the requests, and I was gonna show you the little Olda stuff that I was working on, and I will do that. I just wanted to put the fill on this so that I think like it's kind of funny. As soon as you put a fill on like line art like this, you immediately can tell what the form is, which is kind of nice, because like otherwise it's kind of impossible to tell what's going on. Magical girl Yuyang, and he's not wearing glasses. I think it's funny when magical girls also like inexplicably they just don't need glasses, or they're missing some kind of like defining eyewear or design element when they're a magical girl. I think actually there's a lot of magical girls who wear glasses outside of their magical form. It's like they magically have like contacts in. Yeah, they still have 20/20 vision. So yeah, Yuyang magically has 20/20 vision. Actually, no, I don't think he does. I think he just gets transformed and he's still like, I can't see. Where do my glasses go? And Vegeta's like, into the ether. Now come on, let's fight. You know? There we go. Really stupid ass. I think Yuyang's color would be like a minty color. Mint and like pink, maybe. Maybe it would be kind of cute combo with mint, right? Like kind of cotton candy-ish. I don't know. Well, I'll do it later off stream, so but I do want to like get the like yellow, mint, and pink. Isn't that kind of a cute color scheme? Oops. Yeah. This is something. This is something. Woohoo! I'll do that. I'll do the rest later. But yeah, that's all the requests today. We have Dancing Green is like, take a look. Look at your boyfriend over here. He's a magical girl now. Take a look. Electrope has many uses, as one of my colleagues says. And I guess the creatures are watching. Yeah, Koana creature is like, what's this? What's this? Oh. Shape of him. Koana is his little critter. And Misika is also there. Or maybe I can have, hold on. I'm gonna move him over. I'm gonna have Koana critter is here with Yuyang. And then Misika critter can be here. I'm gonna move Nita over here. And Misika critter is here. Yes. Dancing Green is like, behold the power of Electrope. What do you think, Koana? Careful creature placement. Yes! I need it to look convincingly like, hold on. This could be you. Welcome to Solution 9. We have Yippee Creature. I think that if any place canonically in Final Fantasy XIV had a Yippee Creature, it would be Solution 9, no? Would it not be? I feel like it would be. That seems exactly like the kind of thing they would pull, actually. Yeah. But anyway, yes, I said I was gonna show maybe like a couple of comic previews, but yeah, basically I'm just winding down. The stream is gonna end in like a few minutes, but I thought it'd be kind of nice to show something. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. All the memes come from Solution 9. It's true, they do. This is just the background, so there's no characters yet because I didn't draw them yet, but I drew like just background stuff. Because I literally just went through a lot of pages and was like, I'm just gonna draw the backgrounds. I'm not gonna do any characters because I don't feel like drawing characters right now. Oh right, Wiki is still typing something about, let's see. Koana being shown a god-awful meme and having to chant to himself Lama T's reminder that all lessons learned from all cultures are valuable. No! Oh god, Koana having to fucking calm himself. Let's see. Here's another one. This one, there's gonna be a panel like right here, so it's gonna cover it. And I also, again, didn't draw any characters or anything. Also, Ulda as well. But this is supposed to be like a casino. Thank you. Thank you. And another background that I did today. Thank you. I love to draw backgrounds. Oh, you can't really see very well with this. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, this is some. Oh wait, you don't. Fuck, where is it? Here we go. Yeah, another background. Or many backgrounds in this one. A lot of like just fun shots for me to draw, I think. I love it when like you can see the foreground floor. Like it's totally like an unrealistic angle, but it's like if a character were like standing like here, I think it's believable, you know, the angle's believable, so it's kind of fun. And like I sometimes like I think like for this specific panel right here, I am reusing it for a different page entirely, like completely unrelated. Well, actually, it is a related page, but so I kind of draw through. So there's like a foreground fountain thing here, but in the other panel, I'm gonna have more characters moving around. So I just kind of don't have the fountain there, which like you know, kind of a neat little animation thing that people like to do in that industry because you want to be able to reuse assets if it's like actually useful to do so. But yeah, that's those are my little old stuff. And I feel like when I showed Misika this, they were like, I've seen those. That's the Oasis lantern or whatever it's fucking called. So I think like I still try to keep recognizable elements and things like that, but I like simplify and define the shapes in a way that I like personally, to my taste, as it were. Anyway, happy stream. I'm gonna end it on a fucking zoom of this because this is pretty good. This is pretty funny. Thank you guys for coming and also listening to me crash out. So, yep. Good night, everyone. And I think the next stream is on Wednesday, or the next Wednesday, yeah. And I'll be probably working on Sugar Riot